And however, I don't. We get pumpkin pie usually around what time of year do we get pumpkin pie?
Thanksgiving,
Thanksgiving.
Christmas.
We get pumpkin pie. Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's pretty much the only time I'll tolerate pumpkin pie. Really, I don't eat it, but you guys get it. However, since you're asking for it, then I will get pumpkin pie the next time I get pie.
I like pumpkin pie.
Yeah, you like pumpkin pie too.
I
Yeah,
do.
that's true. I don't care for pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie and lemon meringue pie are probably the two my two least favorites.
And those
I'd
are
say.
my favorites.
Really? Lemon,
Yeah.
yeah. Lemon, wow.
Are you live now then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are.
Just opening up talking about pie.
Yeah, why not? Life in the Simpson family home. Liza, good evening, and God bless you. Good evening, and God bless you. I am Ian. This is my lovely wife.
Rachel?
We are of Big Family Life in the Simpson family home and 4Fs with the Simpson family. The 4Fs representing faith, family, food, and fitness. Faith, because we believe we can do all things through Him who loves us. Family, because aside from God, there's nothing and no one more important on this earth. Food, because food is medicine. And fitness, because we believe overall wellness can be achieved by pursuing and maintaining a strong mind, soul, and body. Hence, 4Fs to manifest your best life by grace under God. One of the little things that makes me happy is pie. Hey, babe, look who's back. Look who's back.
Hi, guys.
Look who's back. Look who's back in the jump seat with dad. And I mean, it's not by chance that when mom wasn't here, dad wasn't here. So yeah, so now that mom's back, dad's back. It's kind of that's how it goes.
It kind of how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we kind of just we started talking about pie. Justice is a little vocal when it comes to why don't we have this anymore? Why
Right.
don't we have that? Or, so he asked questions, which is perfect. However, catches us on our toes, keeps us on our toes because I didn't realize pumpkin pie was.
That important. Let her put her
Yeah.
eyes back
Sorry,
on
yeah.
now, Jody, and she can see that you're here. Now she can actually see, and she'll see that you're here, and she can interact with you now. I wanted her to see, right? I wanted her to see for herself that it was you. I didn't want to give up the gig because you see, she was cleaning her eyes. She had no clue. She says, "I can only surmise," because she tells me when she doesn't have the eyes, it's just a blur, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
I actually I can't see very far. I feel like if I can't see, I'm also deaf. That's quite possibly, I don't know. Yeah, it's actually a thing. However,
When your vision is obstructed for whatever reason, you start talking louder.
yeah.
I actually can relate to
I
that. Hey, Jody, God bless you. How are you? Babe, what'd you do today that made you smile? Hey, what's up, Lucky?
The stuff
Oh,
on
me?
there, I can't reach stuff.
What's that?
The stuff on the stove, I can't reach, so I just left it there.
What you mean you can't reach it?
Like the high stuff.
Oh, the roasting pan.
The roasting pan, to put it away, you can't reach that. So
Yeah.
that's fine. I'll take care of that.
And then the red one that goes on.
The red one goes on, that casserole dish goes on top of the refrigerator. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take care of that. That's okay. Thank you. How everything else is clean?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you.
She said Helen Keller. That's probably what.
I remember as a kid, those were the most horrible jokes. Like, I mean,
Oh, I never
just
actually
yeah,
saw
no, they were some of the most horrible jokes as a child. I mean, we were terrible. I mean, we all maybe it was just my school. I don't think so, but we really needed sensitivity training. Just horrible.
I don't even know any or have heard of any.
Mm-hmm.
However, so what made me smile today? It was a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I went in for half a day today. I lasted half a day,
Hey.
and then I came home and crashed. I had to sleep. So yeah, like we're going on a week already tomorrow that I had my procedure done, and energy is still kind of not all there, and I'm kind of just like frustrated because I don't like not having that energy and not being able to do the things that I want to do, and but everybody's a trooper at home.
Yeah, because we're going through it, right?
Yeah. Well, they know I was like, okay, I need this, I need that. So it's like, yeah.
You know what it is though? What is I'm really offended that they call this a day procedure. That this was day surgery because I'm coming off having major reconstructive surgery. I had my hip cut out and I have that Black Panther hip now, and so I understand trauma to the body like I've never had before. I understand trauma to the body, and but I was in the hospital for 3 days maybe.
Yeah.
After heavily sedated and so on and so hi God bless you Talia, beautiful name if I said that correctly. I hope I did. And so what was frustrating to me is that that's a day procedure and they sent her home. She wouldn't have stayed anyways. However, watching her move and so on and so forth, and the difficulty that she had initially and is still having getting about up and down and just being comfortable, I recognize a lot of that. I was not what they called it a day procedure. However, it was a great deal of trauma to her body. And I'm not really happy about that. But
So I've like created this like nest on the bed. I noticed you made the bed this morning.
and I moved your nest. I'm sorry, baby.
Yeah, I had like this nest, so I had like a blanket and pillows, and I've created this little comfort zone. And
Good day. God bless you.
and then he had his sliver of the bed.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's not. That's not true anymore because her nest is just on her, and she doesn't move out of that, and
Yeah.
and I can't even, and so like. The other night, her arm was out of the nest, and I just grabbed that. I had all of that. I had all of that arm. I had, to the point I'm sure I was cutting off her circulation because I was cutting off my own, so I let it go a little bit. And but that's all I could, because there's a great deal of discomfort, and yeah. However, she's coming out, and yeah.
I'll be running next week.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
What did you
thank
do today,
you.
Jody, that made
Yeah.
you smile? God bless you. Good to see you smile. Yeah, right?
Yeah. He was like, "Are we gonna go on?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's just more the energy level."
Yeah.
And
So we're not going to be out for long.
however, for him, it's like, well, we need to check in, and I was like, "Yeah, okay, we better."
Just to check in. Just to say. It is so, it is such a blessing that to feel a need to check in with our little community, and that there are those out there that care about us, that we care about, and want to know that mom is doing well, and so on. And I mean, it is such a blessing to have a community to check into. God bless you. We appreciate you all. I can see how much you love that woman just by your voice and how you adore. God bless you. I am a fan of yours. She's the best person I know. My best friend, my wife. Yeah, God is good. I spent a great deal of years praying for her without knowing that it was in fact her embodiment that I was praying for. However, when you're asking God for your perfect partner and your soulmate and your everything, right? And the thing is that I can honestly say that I'm so blessed because I stayed the course, and the thing is, God was faithful. Right, and that's what and who God is. He is absolutely faithful, and I stayed the course, and He was faithful, and I am so absolutely. I'm so blessed. You have.
You're okay.
I love you. Yes, I love her to the moon and back. Yeah, I couldn't love her more. I couldn't. I love that. I'm trying to rebuild my relationship. We used to be the same way, then things went south, and it can, right? But I'm trying to. But the thing is, the encouraging thing is that you were there initially, so yeah, you can absolutely get back. And even more encouraging is that you realize that there's a need for change. That is, that's half the battle. G.I. Joe, remember them? I'm an old head.
It's that thing. We were just talking about that today. I was like,
What's up, baby?
no, the memories of how you retain that information.
Right? I have no
Yeah.
control over what sticks. I just, yeah. So, yeah, go, baby.
What made you smile today?
So, this morning in our workout, in our family workout, yes, son.
He's trying to cut you off the pie.
Why are you
No.
going to cut me off? What do you mean, am I finished? I mean, I haven't even
just
had
sitting
half
there.
the pie. I'm going to come back to it.
Alright.
Do you want it?
No, I'm just trying to throw it out.
No, you're not trying to throw out my pie. Why would you throw it out?
Because it's just sitting there.
It's not just sitting there. It's waiting for me.
Oh, can I go outside?
Peace.
It is 8:15.
It
Just
is
to let
late,
you know.
so
However,
don't go
quick
far.
Alright.
See you. So this morning during our workout, I do need to change. I've dropped bad friends, changed my lifestyle. You see, boom, 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 that. I mean, if happiness is a choice, I'm gonna cut myself off real quick and go into that if I may. If happiness is a choice, right? You say that, how do you get from being unhappy to being happy? Well, we believe quite simply, you identify the little things that make you happy and you intentionally feed into that. The importance of that is quite simply that if we're not intentionally feeding into our own happiness, then we are unintentionally feeding into our unhappiness. Let me say that again, please. If we are not intentionally feeding into our happiness, even in the smallest, littlest way, then we are unintentionally feeding into our own unhappiness. And as such, that's exactly it. There sometimes you when you look within and you see that change is required, it's quite often in my lived life experience, I found it's not the world that required changing, it was me. And and it starts within, right? And so I think you are off to a great start. Those are great decisions. We have to identify what's important to us, and then figure out where you're spending your time. And so you've identified that your relationship is important, and now you've decided to make changes in your life to reflect that, so that your time, your words, and your deeds, words and deeds, faith without deeds is dead. So now your deeds, your word, your actions are starting to match up with your words, and I mean, to God be the glory, because only good can come from that. Honest and sincere behavior, right? Accountability, yeah. God bless you. Congratulations. I mean, you're on your way.
Carla, Hola Simpsons, God bless this day.
God bless
Hi,
this day
Carla.
that God has given us. Hello, Carla. God bless you. And very quickly to what I did that made me smile when we were doing our morning workout. Auntie Andrea checked in. The second best person I know, my oldest sister. No, you absolutely did not cut me off. I cut myself off because I felt that your query was worthy. I'm always talking. I know what I'm gonna say.
For me, though, on the other hand, I get lost in,
Me too. However, I found that doing this has helped me with that. I used to get lost all the time. I don't get lost as much anymore. So the idea is to actively engage those areas of the brains. And, if you could do it, as you said, you did it before, right? So you can get back there, right? So the same thing, right? The brain works the same kind of way. Thanks. And sorry I cut you off. Your story, I love her to death and can't really be without her. And I mean, show her that. Don't tell her that, show her that. And then, I mean, the fact that she's still around suggests that there's hope, right? I mean, because if it was over, you would know. And we will pray into that for you, because that's so beautiful. and I mean, anything that matters is worth working for. And if nothing matters, then carry on. Nothing matters. But if the littlest thing matters, then everything matters. And certainly the relationship with the love of your life is certainly worth working at. Absolutely. So quickly back to my story. Andrea checked in our live this
did.
one, and she had checked into. She said that before going to work, she works from home, and she had engaged in a 20-minute bully juice calisthenic workout. And
Oh,
she was
okay.
like, thanks for the introduction, because it's the same guy that we use. And if you guys are into fitness or you want to get there, he has a lot of different programs. We use his 10-minute calisthenic no weight program. My sister just told us now that she started using his 20-minute, which is a more advanced. And I mean, you know what I mean? It's just more work. It's 20 minutes as opposed to 10. And he actually has a 60-minute Jody, you would love him. Carla, you'd love him too. He's a magnificent specimen of a man. Bully Juice, there's a plug for
I don't even think I've watched any of the video.
It says that Jay, thank you. She matters, and I'll take your suggestion. Yeah, absolutely, she matters, and you do too, Jay. We all do. God's children, right? We all matter in the eyes of God, right? And I mean, she absolutely matters, and she is worth the effort, and you are worth the effort, and go forward in grace under God. Yeah, that's so beautiful. Hey, 416, I got a question, bro. How do you recover bruises fast? Bruises? What kind of bruises? And where? Well, I mean, bruises. Anyone? Jody, Carla? TikTok? Bruises. How do you recover bruises? Like, I mean, if you have a black eye. When I was a kid, I mean.
You put makeup over it? Sorry, that's
No,
a bad joke.
That's not. That is a battered syndrome. Bad joke. Bad.
Yeah.
It's on my arm, shoulder.
Yeah, no.
Is it a hickey? Ice. Jay got say ice. Is it a hickey? Is it ice, baby?
No, I can't.
No, yeah, you can't do it.
I can't move.
And so yeah, just connecting with my sister, and we hope to
Come on,
motivate.
man. My girl left me. I'm single now.
Oh no! I mean, you're a COVID casualty. Oh dang! Sorry to hear that, bro. Heat or cold compresses to get rid of a bruise. And I suffer a lot of spinal pain, so ice is my best friend. Okay, yeah. You know what though? Does heat sometimes heat, right? They say after 3 days of ice, you should switch to heat, because then it becomes counterproductive. With the expanding and contracting of muscles to get the blood to flow, right? And after 3 days of ice, this kind of stuff changes all the time. This kind of, when I was in school, and this is the kind of things that we were learning, I was told that we were supposed to switch after 3 days to heat. And because then, yeah. And I mean, Carla, you remember when we used to learn fitness in phys ed? We used to learn stuff in gym class. It's so weird. We used to learn useful stuff like first aid and fitness and Jay says I am correct. Thank you, Jay. God bless. And we used to learn. I don't know what gym class is like anymore. I mean, I don't
know.
I don't know what school is like anymore.
That just went so fast.
Yeah.
Okay,
it's tough.
Let's be happy. Okay?
Let's be happy. What did we do to make Carla, Jody, please, TikTok, Jay, 416, what did we do today that made us smile? Because if happiness is a choice, if we've identified we are unhappy, how do we get from being unhappy to being happy? Well, quite simply, we identified the little things that make us happy, and we feed into that.
So you eat pie, babe.
How to wrap ankles and stuff. Carla, you're so exactly right. I still use that information to this day. I still wrap the kids' ankles if they get roll their ankle. Yes, Carla. We learned all of that. Fitness, how to deal with athletic injuries. I learned how to make a tourniquet, like if somebody got a stab wound or like a piece of glass. You make the donut and then you put the compress.
Yeah.
Useful stuff. I mean, yeah. It says that Jay says, I'm smiling and happy by the energy you give off. That's seriously what made me smile. God bless you. We received that. God bless you. We received that. That is the God within you resonating with the God within us. And when God's people come together, we make magic. This pie makes me happy. I'm going to feed into that. Go ahead, baby.
You can feed into that.
I'm feeding into my happiness. Don't judge me.
Okay.
Want some pie, baby?
No, I'm good. I already ate mine. And Jody says, I planted sunflowers after learning from a First Nation elder that sunflowers will take away pests from the corn of Three Sisters plantings.
There you are.
Wow.
And you got your 3 sisters down this year, Jordan? You already got those down, and that's on its way. Well,
Oh yeah, our little we planted two things.
Carla has a
Yeah,
question for you, my love.
Quickly, we have carrots because I love carrots, garden carrots, and we have cucumber. Cucumber.
Cucumber. Cucumber. Jamaican.
And yeah, Carla, I'm doing. I guess I'm kind of the same. Just energy levels, movement is limited, and yeah, I'm comfortable still. It's frustrating for me. It is frustrating.
She doesn't like being this still.
No, I don't like being still.
She doesn't like being still at all.
So
And watching the world go around
Yeah.
her. Because we can't be still. I mean, there's too many of us to be still, so we just kind of vibrate and buzz around. And we run in shifts, checking on her and making sure she's all right.
and then Carla, I love the Powell videos you've been posting. I've been kind of well, not kind of. I've been playing Powell music here at home, and it was really interesting because I was watching some videos last night on the couch, and Justice come over and
He
was just
felt the drums in his.
Yeah.
He just felt it. He just got into
he's
his
like,
spirit. Yeah.
what is that? What are they doing? What are they? He was just questioning, so I was able to talk to him about it, and he loved it. And so yeah, I'm just having this feeling of dancing, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's like when I'm still, I want to dance.
Are you feeling grateful, baby?
I am.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
That is so. To God be the glory.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
So I'll keep posting.
Yeah.
I'll keep posting.
Music, as you know, music is her dancing is her everything, right?
Yeah.
My favorite meals for training, Jay. I'm gonna let you in on a secret, man. I'm eating one of my favorite meals for training right now. We don't diet in the Simpson family home. We just try to develop healthier relationships with food. So we eat sensibly and we monitor the amounts of what we put into our body. We don't do the fast food thing. We don't really do that. Which is not to say that
Excuse me.
that's a judgment or condemnation or anything like that. Nothing like that. We just don't do that. That's just for us. We do takeout, pizza, things like that. The kids have that. We just eat sensibly, and I cook. We cook everything. So I monitor what goes in, and I control. Like lots of ginger garlic, like that's what keeps us healthy, like lots of ginger garlic, eggs, Mother Nature's perfect food. And we eat a lot of eggs as well. And what my favorite meal for training,
Water.
that
Water.
if I could give any advice to if anyone wants anything, because I don't do supplements. And any of that. I don't do creatine, steroids, protein, none of that. And I don't count calories. So if I could give any advice about any kind of fitness, the only advice I would ever give is, unless you know that your water intake is where it has to be or needs to be, up your water intake. That's the only advice I would ever give. Only drink water and natural sufa. Ginger turmeric tea is good too. Turmeric,
I've heard about
good things about turmeric.
Turmeric. And like you can make like face things, and yeah.
Turmeric is
I've
also
tried.
good for a cleanse and so on. So,
I've tried to do the homemade stuff, and they've been fails.
Sugars, okay, natural sugars. Yes, natural sugars. Yeah, go baby.
Yeah, no, I've tried to make like natural like face masks, whatever, and they've been fails. I've even tried to make the homemade sugaring stuff for.
It was tasty.
Yeah.
What is good about ginger?
I gotta go see. They're talking to one another, and which is rare. So, and I think the dogs. They're talking.
I've heard it has good healing and medicinal qualities. It's something that it's kind of more like hey Nick, God bless you. More of a preventative pi equals happiness fact. More of a preventative thing. McDonald's once in a while, Big Mac like 2 times a month. No Big Mac. I haven't had McDonald's since probably 2014.
15.
14.
14?
2014. Okay, 2015. 2015. So what's that? 6 years?
Yeah.
6 years? And I'll never go back to eating that. The only fast food that I eat is A&W. Good to prevent colds, right? And garlic is good to fight off vampires. Everybody knows that. Come on, Jody. Cold and flu. Cold and flu. Cold and flu. Antioxidant. Jay says ginger is a great antioxidant. Facts. A&W is good. Garlic and ginger I use as cold and flu suppressant, and I put lots of it in everything.
Yeah, we had like sauteed veggies today, so asparagus and peppers and
Vampires.
and then I was like, "What's on there?" And he's like, "Garlic." And I thought it was panko, like on the side. Yeah,
Like
but it was so
look
good.
like breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
But the
it was
thing
good.
is that ginger is in my smoothie. Oh, ginger smoothies. You see, there you go.
Oh, what's
There
that?
you go.
What's
Ginger
that?
in my smoothie. There you go. There you
What's
go.
that ginger drink that we used to have. That homemade one.
Hey Jordan, God bless you. Thanks for stopping in, man. Which one?
Ginger beer?
Oh, sorrow.
Is it no?
Sorrow. What is that child in that door? Let me tell you, that child and
Just
that door.
slams the door.
Wow, she's heavy-handed with that front door, and it's not once in a while. It is every time. It is every time. Yeah.
No, ginger beer. I thought it was called.
I don't like ginger beer.
No, but what's her name made it that one time, and it was so good.
Whom?
Sister Smith.
Yeah,
one
ginger
that-
beer. Ginger
yeah.
beer. Yes. She passed. God bless her. Yeah.
Yeah, so she made this ginger beer, and it was like really strong. However, it was really good. So it was like also to help like with menstrual cramps, and that's what she suggested for. So yeah, are you okay?
Yeah. I wouldn't know nothing about that. Menstrual cramps. Never had them. Although I do find it interesting. So good for you, even sushi, ginger, right, Jay? Yeah. I do find it interesting that whenever you, I like to watch those videos of how when men get hooked up to those machines that simulate female contractions. Right, and just like I like to watch that because you see men that just these big burly 280 pounds 350 men and just a level 2 contraction and they're in the fetal position on the ground and I mean that see me, I have no delusions of grandeur. I understand I'm not built for that. I'm not. My pain threshold is different from a woman's pain threshold, right? Like I'm more the pain threshold where you could punch me in the face and I can come back from that, right? I have a tolerance for that. I do not, as a male, possess the tolerance for birthing human beings, small human beings, to have them come out of my body. I do not possess the threshold of, so I have no delusions of grandeur. So I don't need to get hooked up to that machine to experience that. I don't need to because I already know that I'm a little bitch.
Carla, two things. Carla, what the heck are you drinking in a gallon bottle? And then Jody.
Yeah,
yes,
the
we
weaker
are
sex, right?
weaker
The
sex.
weaker sex, right? I love the Betty White. I love the Betty White. The Golden Girls, right?
Yeah.
Betty White. I love the Betty White jokes. What this came from Betty White, so that's what makes it so funny. And she's like, I don't know why they say that tough as balls or tough as whatever. If anything, they should say we should be tough as a vagina. Those things can take a pounding. And she said it deadpanned it with a straight face, and I fell over. I fell over. I was done. But yeah, that and water. The kids got me this for Father's Day, so to ensure that I am getting enough, my water intake is where it needs to be, and I seldom. It's imposing and intimidating. And I get about halfway through and I feel like, okay, that's one, and I reload, and I'm supposed to be getting like 3 of these down a day, like 2.5, 3. If I can get that down, I'm good. That's about what I should be drinking.
Yeah.
I'm getting through about 1.5, 2. It's tough. Struggle's so real.
We'll have just switch you back to the little ones.
Maybe. Maybe might have to switch back to the little ones. It's so imposing.
Oh, jeez.
What did Jay say, baby? You want to see what Jay says?
Oh, I give women credit. I watched both kids being born. Yep, she's tough.
Right? I mean, hey, Auntie Lana, God bless you. God bless you. You've been on Mom's heart recently.
I know. I told her, I was like, I messaged her. I'm like, I miss you. And then I was like, I was telling her that I was telling you, and you're like, well, you tell her that. You're
Right?
telling me.
Hey, yeah, absolutely there, John. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping in. Wish I could stay and listen, but I got to go to bed. Bless you guys. We received that. Need some rest. Get the rest that you need. God bless you. And, get that rest. Oh, wow. Ryder coming through with a big old yawn. Hey, Auntie Lana's here. Say hey to Auntie Lana. You must be running
Auntie
like the
Lana.
bathroom, you must be running to the bathroom like the Roadrunner. Auntie Lana, Ryder said hey. No, I actually, weird. My water intake is up.
I think it's
Do I pee
because
more?
it's summer. No,
Because
you
I
don't.
sweat it out. Are you going down?
Yeah,
Sure.
he sweats a lot, so I feel like he's just kind of, it's evaporating out
Yeah.
of his skin more than he's.
I don't think I pee any more than I normally do.
Yeah.
And I haven't been paying attention to the color of my urine because it should be, if I'm drinking it, good night, son. Appreciate you. If I'm drinking enough water, then my urine should be. Auntie Lana, say good night, Ryder.
What
Then
are
my
you
urine should be
talking
clear. Huh?
What are you
What are you talking about? We're talking about this water bottle, son. That's a good quick measure of your own personal health. Bless you and thank you for the smiles and up, God. But thank you, Jay. We appreciate you. God bless you. Oh, your hands are so nice and cold. Auntie Lana's here. Say hi to Auntie Lana.
Hi, Auntie
Oh, that's so nice. You're getting a smudge. I love cold-handed smudges. They are the best. So it's that time in the Simpson family home. The littles are coming through to say their goodnights, and it's so cool because all the different personalities and the growth within the home, right? Ryder's discovered his hair,
Well,
which is
Auntie
kind of
said-
cool.
Auntie said good night, Bookie. Good night. Good night, Blue.
Okay.
Bookie and Blue. Auntie Lana. Urine is a good fertilizer, Is it also a sterilizer? Is
I
urine
read
a-
years ago that I read years ago that it's sterile. That's what it was.
Sterilizer.
Sterile. And here's my, so okay.
No, no.
Yeah, I'm not gonna tell the story. Never mind. Jody says my preteen boys are starting to use the p word as a derogatory term. I remind them how vaginas are very powerful, and I would agree with you there, Jody. Please don't move the laptop out. It can be for stingrays. That Jay says the urine on the feet. That's a wives' tale, man. I'm a Jamaican. We used to tell. Thank you. We used to tell. Okay, if you step on a needle, a stingray and stuff, we say, okay, you have to get a girl to come pee on your feet. And then that's just so you could get a girl to pee on your feet. Apparently that was a thing. I don't know, but a dude could have peed on your feet. So you're absolutely right, Jay. It is for stingrays and such like that. Urine is good fertilizer. Jellyfish and all that.
Sorry.
And the urchins. That's the sea urchins, the one with the needles. When you step on them, and you just pee on that in urine. So you say okay because I read. Okay, I got to tell you this. So okay, check this out, Jay. So because I read somewhere when I was a kid, when I was younger, right, young and foolish, that I read somewhere that our pee was
away from the laptop,
that our
thank
pee
you.
was sterile. Right, so when I worked on the choo-choos, right, it was community showers, right. Everybody had to share the shower, and I was young and foolish, and I was like, if I'm gonna stand in anybody's urine, I'd rather stand in my own urine. And so whenever I went to take a shower, I would have a quick pee and clean out the bottom and let it, and then water. And because, as I said, if I'm gonna stand in anybody's urine, I'm gonna stand in my own urine. I don't want to stand in your urine. I'd rather stand in my own. So yeah.
You're actually just holding that and you're like, okay, here.
Thanks, Jody. But yeah,
Jody.
I definitely think that you words matter, Jody, and you definitely can tell them that you handle that.
Oh, Auntie Lana said good night.
and don't feel no way because we behind you 100% on that. You know, words matter, and I mean, yeah. I don't know, what do you want to say about that, baby?
Where?
What Jody said here about their preteen boys using
Oh, the
using
preacher.
derogatory.
Yeah, it's like one of those toxic masculinity.
There it is.
Things that are taught over time.
Right.
However, you're kind of like taking that power away from them because, yeah, they just don't understand yet. However, it's just just take that power back with using that word. Even in our growing up, you say that for a cat.
Right.
And it was kind of sexualized after, and now I can't even say it with a straight face because it's So yeah, I would say just take that power back with that word, and unfortunately, sometimes we have to call out the toxic masculinity and
Yeah,
a lot
and
of
name
things
it.
Name
it. I mean, name it. Name it. Call it. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's not okay. It's not okay. It really isn't. I mean, I'm a male, and I'll be the first to stand here and say that it's not okay. The way that I was raised to regard women and to view women and their roles in the family home and so on and so forth, it's not okay. And we're working actively engaged in trying to smash those stereotypes and shatter those generational curses. So yeah, name it. Absolutely.
It is my birthday in
25 days.
Why are you
20
counting?
because. Wait.
Why do you have an opinion?
Wait.
If she want to count, she can count.
So today is.
She can count. 25
So
days.
a couple things there. Good night, Justice, and all the bigs. Miss you guys, and just stopped in to say hi. Hey,
Appreciate you,
hey,
Auntie Lana.
Auntie Lana.
Yeah.
It's
See you.
25
And then
days.
Auntie Carla said good
25
night.
days.
Good night.
Chickapoos. Hey,
Yeah.
get your finger away, right, because you keep bumping.
And it's time for
Look
her
at your eyes.
bedtime.
And what
time for her
Fried, what
bedtime?
Jody says. Popped in to say hey, Auntie
Yeah.
Lana.
And for what it's worth, Madonna pees on her own feet. I can't say that word. Is a
Uric
good-
acid is good for the skin. I mean, some people drink that, and apparently there's a whole science behind the idea that it's and apparently there's a whole science behind the idea that you can sustain yourself off your own urine if necessary. I mean,
I think it's better than drinking like ocean water, salt water. Don't ask me.
I
where
mean,
got that from.
at the end of the day, if those are my two choices, I'm probably in a bad way. Right? Regardless of what is going on, I'm in a bad way if I'm stuck with those two choices. Either drink this salt water or drink my own pee.
I would drink salt water. Drink salt water.
I wouldn't even get into that situation. I'm
Not
three
without
parallel-
eggs, Jody. And if we had eggs, then we wouldn't be in that situation.
Yeah.
I'm three parallel universes ahead of you all.
3 parallel universes ahead. You
Okay.
don't know
We
how
have one-
significant your words. Oh, hey.
You have a friend.
Hey, how is Justice? Look.
It's for you.
Your friend, oh geez, it's been so long since we saw you. Oh, that's your
Somebody
friend
went to
from
school.
not Stanley, she follows us on
YouTube.
YouTube. You remember? It's your friend Fluffy the cat.
Oh, Fluffy the Bee. Oh yeah,
Fluffy the
it's
Bee.
Kara.
Kara.
Hi.
She
Fluffy
can't
the
see
Bee.
you, so talk.
Up
Say
top.
hi.
Up top.
Oh.
Fluffy the Bee. There's and Justice is checking in, and and he's doing great. His push-ups are really coming along. We're doing a lot of work on being able to evenly distribute the weight across his upper shoulders so that he can level out and plank out that way. I gotta find you on YouTube. Yes, Jay, please follow the link in our bio and just click the link in our bio and jump over to our YouTube channel. We are Big Family Life in the Simpson Family Home on YouTube. And we are also on Instagram, and definitely give us a subscription, a like, and a follow. We would
Callie and
definitely
Brooke.
appreciate that.
Callie and Brooke.
Thanks, Jay.
Callie and Brooke.
Callie and Brooke. Oh,
Good night.
Why are you two still here?
I've been like trying to tell
Oh
them to
my
go.
goodness. Why are you two
Nobody's
still?
talking.
That's what I do. That's what I do. Babe.
I'm holding up the wine here.
It's going to be a family channel on YouTube and TikTok.
Love you, good night.
This is all about family.
Yeah.
That's. Can you read that?
Faith, family, food, and fitness. Is this going to be a family channel on YouTube and TikTok? Is this going to be a family? Gotta do it now. Thank you. Gotta do it now. Thank you, Jay. Is this going to be a family channel? Our particular channel is, our thing is faith, family, food, and fitness. Faith, because we believe we can do all things through Him who loves us. Family, because aside from God, there's nothing and no one more important on this earth. Food, because food is medicine. And fitness, because we believe overall wellness can be achieved by pursuing and maintaining a strong mind, soul, and body. That is the niche that we are creating for ourselves and trying to fit into. To God be the glory. We are trying to connect with other God-minded people that want to take this journey with us and create a community of God-fearing, healthy people. Good night, my boy. Love you.
The last
This is my
one.
Bucky, the last one. Bucky, the last. Bucker!
Oh, I forgot to cut her bangs.
Yeah, she doesn't want her bangs cut. What's up, baby?
Bucky Barnes.
Bucky? No, not Bucky Barnes, just Bucky. Do you think you could be a vegan?
Possibly me? No.
As I get older, I probably will get away from red meat. I could see myself getting away from red meat. However, I probably would get hung up on chicken and fish. I would tell you though, the other day, let me tell you, after a workout, I was on the deck the other morning, and I went out there with a good quarter chunk of watermelon and a mango, and I had me a party. I had me a good old time,
He was
with
trying
some
to
watermelon
share, and then-
mango.
yeah.
And
then that mango made me feel some sort of way, and
Okay.
that's all I'll say.
Just subbed. I'll smash pound the like button. Hey, thanks, Jay. Appreciate. Oh,
Right.
right.
Mm.
Love you.
You
Good
know
night.
how you. Yeah. Okay. So why God fearing?
Tell her why I don't want
Why God fearing? Because what's that, baby?
Tell Mom why I don't want my bangs cut.
I will tell Mom why she doesn't want her bangs cut, because she wants to, when they are up here, when they are that length, she doesn't care for them because she doesn't care for it. She doesn't want to cut her bangs. Leave her alone. It's her
But
hair.
I would like I'd let you straighten them though.
She wants to grow them out so that she can pull them all back into one. She wants to grow out her bangs. The sun is still out. How come the kids are going to sleep? Because we run a tight ship in the Simpson family home. Our routine, our God, our family, and our routine is everything to us. And why God fearing?
Sorry,
Go
no,
ahead,
and
you
also like after we're done this, we're going to
We're
bed
going
too.
to bed. God is all forgiving and full of love, absolutely. However, we need to understand that there is a need. There's a level of accountability that comes along with being God's people. The Bible makes reference to a man who has made a decision to make a commitment to serve the Lord and walk a certain way. And once he comes back, there's no work for him. If he turns back, there's no room for him in the kingdom of God. Once you put your shoulder to the mill and you turn back, there's no room. There is accountability. Accountability matters. Yes, we are afforded redemption. We are afforded forgiveness. We are afforded a great many things. However, at the end of days, we are held accountable. Every man, woman, and child must be held accountable for their actions before our Lord and Creator. And whether you're a Christian or not, you still will be accountable for the good and ill that you did in this. That is my conviction of belief. And so it is important that I think that the problem in the world that we live in today is that we all fear man, but no one any longer fears God. That is my conviction of belief. And as such, I live my life in such a way because I know at any time God could take it. And I also know that the things that he has in store for me, plans to prosper me. I think that it is fitting to be fearful of a loving God. That's just my conviction of belief. I love him. However, I have a healthy fear of him as well. It's a contradiction. I don't know how it's supposed to work. I just know that I don't fear man. I know that. I don't know. I don't fear what man can do to this body in this life, because God is responsible for my immortal soul. I fear displeasing and living a life that is not just. I fear that. I fear being held accountable and held in judgment, being judged by a living, loving God. Yes, God is living and loving. However, judgment. I fear judgment. And so I live my life accordingly.
Gotta scroll.
Do we?
Yeah.
What did you see?
Nick asked for prayers for his marriage.
416 prayer for
No,
my
go down a little
safety.
bit.
And hey guys, can you continue? Hey Nick, God bless you. Hey Nick, I have to work and drive my truck till 1 a.m. for night shift. Okay, done start. 416 prayer for your safety. God bless you. Absolutely 100% prayer for Nick's safety. Or excuse me, 416 safety. And Nick, did Karen get a chance to come home as yet? Did Karen get a chance to come home safely as yet? And I hope that she was able to come home, because she went across to take care of the deceased father-in-law, father and her dad's funeral. And so you're asking for more prayer for the family. Did she? Okay, what's going on, pal? Talk to us. And Jay said, I'm struggling with God. Trying to have the belief is hard, but I do believe there is a power. And the thing is, Jay, if you're struggling, the struggle is, you're uncomfortable. Bit of a hotel quarantine. Okay, I got you, Nick. Jay, I would suggest that you are uncomfortable. And it has been my lived life, because you're struggling, and struggling is not comfortable. It is my lived life experience that when God wants us to move, he makes us uncomfortable. And if you're feeling uncomfortable, Jay, I mean, that to God be the glory. Don't fight it. Don't fight it. Don't look to me for discernment. Turn to our Heavenly Father. He's just there waiting. He's waiting to hear from you, man. He's sitting there waiting to hear from you. He is waiting, I promise. He is waiting to hear from you. And it's okay to be struggling. It's the human condition to struggle. It is the human condition to struggle. It is okay to struggle, brother. Allow the Holy Spirit to do its work. Allow the Holy Spirit to do the work. So the quarantine, is that causing some difficulty and stress? I can only imagine, Nick. DJ, hey, God bless you. Thanks for stopping in. Human being discrimination, human being discrimination, human being so sad. I don't know. I don't know what they're saying there. What are they saying?
So it's like just discriminating against one another, and I think that's where a lot of people are. They're just tired of seeing it happen over and over. It's like, when are people ever just going to stop? And unfortunately, I feel it's going to be generations yet before we even see more change, because I heard that. When did that song come out by Michael Jackson?
Which one?
There was the one where he had a video. I always loved that. Like, I can hear it, but I don't know the name of the song.
Make a Change?
Or is it Black and White?
Oh, okay. With Paul McCartney. Doesn't matter if you're black. Who's black?
No. They had like a Apollo dancer in that video. In his video.
There's a lot of Michael Jackson
I'm
videos,
so sorry.
man.
But yeah, there's it's like when he made that video, that song, and he's like talking about people just loving one another.
Yeah.
How long ago was that? And we're still there in the situation now.
Nick said, I appreciate you guys so much, and we appreciate you so much, Nick. And yes, we will add that to our prayer list.
And did you put it in the room?
What's that? No, I got my
Oh, okay.
It's never far away. And I long for that too. When I long for, and I mean, this is a big part why we do what we do and try to reach out to people and just try to extend some caring back into the world, because it's lacking right now, right? And I think that if the change, we just have to be the change that we want to see in this world. Because yes, it's a dark place and all those things, but I mean, let's shine that light in our little corner of it, and hopefully that light can reflect off, right? And as we pour into each other and pour into our children, that will pour into the world around us, and we affect meaningful and lasting change.
I like to always say, and it's a lot of I guess that one of my new mantras is that I'm responsible for what I put into the world. I'm not responsible for what other people put into the world. for me, that just speaks to that I can be a loving, caring, kind person in this world. And if I'm not getting that back from a certain individual, I don't have to accept it. I can just walk away and just give it to the people that are wanting to have that a part of their life.
And I would add to that quite simply that I think that and trauma being what it is and dealing with narcissists and everything else, nobody enjoys that. However, the idea is not to allow what we've been through to scar us so much that it changes who we are as our core. It says, yeah, you're absolutely justified in what you endured to be kind of moody or to be whatever you want to be. However, the real testament to, as my wife loves to tell me, it speaks to your character, not to the abusers, right? And so if you can endure and not allow it to change you and still be good, godly, and kind and still be conscientious of what you put into the world, I think there's grace there. And I think that that's a worthwhile goal, to be able to endure unkindness from the world and to still be able to put kindness into it. And not allow, use our smile to change the world, right? And not allow the world to change our smile.
Perfect.
Right?
Yeah, well said.
And
I'm watching the time and I'm
yeah. And Jay says that's why he's here for change. God bless you, Jay. We appreciate you so much. And we're just trying to offer an alternative to being unhappy, because happiness is a choice. It absolutely is. And we choose to be happy. And being that, if you identify that you want to be happy, then identify the little things that make you happy, and then just feed into that like mad. Just feed into, like, chocolate chip cookies make me happy, and pie makes me happy. And okay, maybe don't feed into that as much. No, maybe don't feed into that so much. How about this? Being an addictive personality. I'm not a doctor. However, I've been an addict for the better part of my adult life, right? And I don't know that you can cure addiction. Better minds than mine have tried to. However, my lived life experience is just quite simply this. You can replace unhealthy addictions with more healthy ones. You can replace unhealthy addictions with more, like, for instance, I replaced crack with God. True story, that's my lived life experience, people. 2015, I was locked up, and I replaced crack with God. I replaced fast living with working out. I replaced that lifestyle with my family. So I'm an addictive personality, and I will never be a recovered addict. I will forever be recovering. And the thing is that I'm afraid of saying that I'm recovered. That's what AA taught me, because as soon as you say that you're recovered, you're right back in it. So I stay on my feet, and I stay on my toes, and I'm consciously aware of, I live my life intentionally. And I live it to serve a living and loving God. Things I used to do, I don't do them no more, and I don't miss them. And so I can offer you this as an addictive personality. You can choose to replace unhealthy addictions with more healthy ones.
And I just want to add, because like even with myself, it's like I don't have any of those kind of, I guess, addictions. So just like even with you, when you said you're like you don't say you're recovered, because it's
a trap.
But also that because I've come from a lived life experience where I had lived with a person with substance abuse addiction and a lot of other things, that it's all about their what is that called? Sorry.
All about
when the behaviors changes. I noticed behavior changes in certain when leading
the cycle.
Yeah, so it's like when things were going to be happening, I knew right away. All it had to do was
cycle of addiction, cycle of violence, cycle of whichever cycle we're stuck in.
So it just, for me, it was like I had to retrain myself. But because we are so open and there was no denial, there's no anything, is that I can say, hey, what's going on? And then we can talk about it.
Absolutely.
Instead of, start pointing fingers and then creating
dancing
something.
And avoiding, and complete honesty, full disclosure. And it says, I'm very weary of being a cured addict, because I believe the Bible says pride comes before the fall. right? And so once you're right, I'm very aware of that. And so don't do unto others. And it took me a while to realize. Jay says it took me a while to realize I wanted to live, and that right there, Jay. And I realized that when I was locked up, I realized that I wanted to live. I wanted to actually live my life and no longer just be I wanted to be an active participant in my life and not just an observer. I wanted to be an active participant in my life and not just an observer. So I took control of my life. More accurately, I turned it over to God. That's completely accurate. That statement there is I turned my life over
I
to
felt
God.
that one in the chest.
So I love you, Marla.
I love you. No, it's
Better life starts with changing people. You have to. I mean, as an addict, I can drive them now. There's certain routes in the city that I wouldn't drive. For months after coming out of jail and so on and so forth, there's certain streets I didn't drive down. There are certain routes I didn't travel. There are certain areas of the city I didn't go to because I had to retrain my brain. I had to reprogram myself. I'm more comfortable going those places now, and I have to go those places now because now I'm committed to being a part of the solution and not a part of the problem. So I'm going back into those pits. However, I'm going back now as a helper, not as a part of the problem.
perfect. Well said. All right, baby.
Okay, and that is our
I'm-
final word. I have to put my baby to bed. God bless you all. Thank you for coming along with us for this ride. This has been such a meaningful conversation this evening because, as you can see, my partner and my life partner and best friend is back with me, and that just makes me happy.
So we are back Wednesday, Friday, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Yeah.
So we will hopefully see you guys then and come join us and just be aware what made you smile today
Yeah.
or what
Feed into your happiness.
live in those moments, live in the now.
Because let's say it again. I cannot say this enough. If you are not intentionally feeding into the things that make you happy, you are unintentionally feeding into the things that make you unhappy. If you are not intentionally feeding into your happiness, you are unintentionally feeding into your unhappiness. Happiness is a choice. Choose to be happy. God bless you. We appreciate you so much. Thank you for spending some time with us. And we'll be back on Wednesday. You can come see us in the mornings for our workouts too. God bless.